Hello friends, and welcome back to What the Health with Dr. L, where I share with you brief, less than 10 minutes, evidence-based, backed up by scientific medical research, answers to important health and wellness questions. And today's question says, Dr. L, you have mentioned the microbiome before and said that it's really important for our health and well-being. What exactly is the microbiome and why is it that important for our health? The microbiome is the community of microbes that lives inside us, on our skin, and surrounds us. That includes bacteria, viruses, fungi, protists, and other organisms like archaea and other things. And these organisms turned out to be extremely important for our health and well-being because they produce chemical substances that is very, very important for our biochemistry. In other terms, they produce proteins and hormones and other things that our bodies lack. And in general, these organisms are very, very specific to us. So no two people, no matter how close they might be, have the same microbiome. You and I might share up to 99% of our genes, but at the best, we might share only 25% of our microbiome, because that depends on the microbiome. It depends on what we eat and the environment we live in. The number of these organisms is far more than the total sum of our cells, and they probably have 1,000 times more genes than our own genes. And these genes in them, these are like little manufacturers. They produce chemicals that are crucial for all biological processes in our body. And that's probably why two people might eat exactly the same diet. One of them will get sick and fat, and the other one will be fine and happy. They also determine whether we get different types of allergies or not, including food allergies. They determine our mood because, they produce serotonin, which is really important for our mood stability and helps us against getting into depression and anxious mood. They also determine how hungry or thirsty we might get. In addition to that, they are extremely important for the functions of our immune system. They help our immune system through certain signals. They help our immune system to properly determine any threat and contain it. So in other words, they help our immune system to get it right, not to get it wrong. And also they determine the health of our digestion, whether we are able to digest, absorb, and assimilate food properly or not. Many things before we attribute it to genes. We said maybe people get fat because of genes. People get sick because of genes. People have different level of energies because of genes. But in reality, it turned out that microbiome is one of the major factors in determining all these outcomes. To me, the microbiome is like a new discovery. It's like, a new organ in the body that we really need to take care of. Maybe in the future, there will be doctors specialized in microbiome. Who knows? The same way doctors specialize in heart, kidney, liver, and other specialties. And that is also important. Now I'm in the field of nutrition. We are moving away from generalized nutrition into individualized nutrition, and a lot of the individualized nutrition depends on the type of the microbiome you have. Not only that, but we are also moving towards individualized medicine when we prescribe specific or individualized drugs that will work for you. So in terms of drug therapy, that's also important, and that's why sometimes a physician prescribes the same exact medicine to two people with the same diagnosis. One of them gets better on the same medication and the other one gets worse. The microbiome has a lot to do with this. And in general, we want our microbiome to be healthy, to be as much diversified as possible, and to be as much balanced as possible. The old notion that all bacteria and viruses and fungi are bad for us is not true, because a lot of the bacteria and fungi and viruses are very, very beneficial for us. And what we need to focus on is making sure that we have more of these beneficial organisms and less of the pathogens. Next time, I'm gonna share with you ways to take care of our microbiome and to make sure that we have a healthy microbiome that supports our bodies and supports our immune systems. Until then, you guys take care, and please remember to subscribe and share all this good information with your social circle. All my love.